Do you want to go to war, Malaki? I'm for real. AA Ron. Where is AA Ron right now?
AA Ron here. Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. There was some Scientology craziness last night at Clearwater City Council meeting. Let me show you a representative from Scientology pretending to be a minister and giving what she is pretending is a prayer to open the Clearwater City Council meeting yesterday evening. You'll notice Councilmember Mark Bunker choosing to remain seated in protest of this Scientology charade.
Please rise for the invocation given by Reverend Pat Harney from the Church of Scientology and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you very much. What is true for you is what you have observed yourself. And when you lose that, you have lost everything. What is personal integrity? Personal integrity is knowing what you know. What you know is what you know. And to have the courage to know and say what you have observed. And that is integrity, and there is no other integrity. Of course, we can talk about honor, truth, nobility, all these things as esoteric terms. But they would all be covered very well if what we really observed was what we observed. That we took care to observe what we were observing. That we always observed to observe. And not necessarily maintaining a skeptical attitude, a critical attitude, or an open mind. Not necessarily maintaining these things at all. But certainly maintaining sufficient personal integrity and sufficient personal belief and confidence in self and courage that we can observe what we observe and say what we have observed. Amen.
Well, that was ridiculous. Last week, I published a video that was a reaction video to the only sit-down, one-on-one long-form interview Pat Harney has ever given, and I'll post a link to that one up above. That interview was just as ridiculous. Her performance was just as ridiculous as it is to pretend that the essay written by L. Ron Hubbard about integrity is a prayer. It's also ridiculous for Scientology administrators to call themselves reverends or ministers and to pass themselves off into the community as some sort of a religious leader. Pat Harney's job is PR. She's a PR person. She's not a minister. Never mind the fact that Scientology doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in a supreme being. This is just an example of how Scientology tries to pass itself off in this fraudulent manner within the community. Now, later on in the meeting, one of Clearwater's new downtown business owners stepped up to the podium during the public comment section to chastise Councilmember Mark Bunker for his rude, unprofessional, and discriminatory behavior towards the wonderful people at Scientology. Take a look at this.
My name is Dave Laguercio. Some of you may know me. I'm new to the area. My wife and I bought 530 Pub and Grill down in Cleveland. So in true me fashion, as I've come to the city, I talk to everybody on the street. And I want to build downtown. Okay, I've only been here a month and a half, and I'm working on many different things. I took a chair on the DCMA. I go to the DDB meetings. I'm doing everything in my power. But today I wanted to come in because I've noticed that, again, I talk to everybody. I'm brand new to the area, so I'm learning Clearwater. So I appreciate the time that everybody's giving me to learn the logistics of Clearwater. And I've noticed that the biggest issue so far, and that's why I'm here to speak, is the city and the church. Now, Mr. Bunker, I've gone to a few meetings where it's obvious what your opinions are of them. And me, I didn't even know anything about Scientology until I came to Clearwater. I'm not coming here as a member of Scientology. What I am coming is a member of the City of Clearwater, I want us to be great. All of us want us to be great. The only way to do that is to work with, not against. I work with literally everybody on that street. I don't care who they are. I don't care what their beliefs are. I believe in Clearwater. Yes to Clearwater, right? So with that being said, I would ask for more professionalism. Like, you didn't even stand when the wonderful minister, come on, please. A little bit more, your beliefs are your beliefs, my beliefs are my beliefs. Their beliefs are their beliefs. We're different. We just need to work together. So with that being said, I'm taking a much bigger role in the DCMA. I've talked to Scott. So I will be seen, I will be taught, and we will make Clearwater great. But with that being said, I really need the discrimination to stop against, for no reason. I mean, they don't want to hurt us. Just for we did our signature roll. They brought me things to get out to the public, just to say, here. I mean, they want us to succeed, and we should take that into consideration. So my reasoning for being here today is because I want us to succeed, and I'm new, and the only way I'm going to do that is with your help, their help, the city's help. The people that live in Clearwater, everybody, we can all work together in harmony, as long as we do so. I don't think that's asking too much, you know? I mean, everybody's entitled to their beliefs. Let people believe what they want to believe, as long as they're not impeding you. Let's all just build. So, that's...
Welcome to the area.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Wow, what a useful idiot that guy is. Talk about someone who doesn't have a clue. First of all, Mark Bunker has been on the front lines of exposing Scientology abuse for over 20 years. And Mark Bunker is one of the most tolerant, unbigoted, unbiased people you've ever met in your life, even when it comes to Scientology. And now as a city council member, Mark Bunker is against allowing Scientology as an organization to interfere with the city's own efforts to invest and redevelop downtown Clearwater. This guy, calling him a useful idiot, is being incredibly generous. By the way, 530 Pub and Grill, the previous owners sold the business to that guy a few months ago. Until I have not been to the place since the sale occurred. Prior to the sale occurring, 530 Pub and Grill was my favorite place in downtown Clearwater. I can tell you, I won't be going to the 530 Pub and Grill again. If he's gonna chastise Mark Bunker for what Mark has done to publicly expose Scientology abuse and to fight back against Scientology's meddling in the city, that guy doesn't deserve my business. Let me show you what Mark had to say in response during his closing comments at the end of the meeting.
I did want to address, I did have a chance to talk to the owner of the 530 Grill before he scampered out. And we have to wait till the end of the meeting to respond to citizens' comments. There's a reason why I decided to take the knee today when Pat Harney was speaking. Pat Harney from the Church of Scientology is a public relations person. That's her title, PR for flag. And when she comes to give the invocation, she's not giving a prayer. She's reading an essay from L. Ron Hubbard, and by sitting down here, I was able to Google it and read along with her. This is Personal Integrity by L. Ron Hubbard. And I felt I was expressing my own personal integrity by being the, what would you call that? I like to think of myself as a respectful opponent, even though people don't really see me as being that respectful. But I noted as I read along with this essay that L. Ron Hubbard finished the essay with, "That is all." Pat finished it with "Amen." I don't think putting "Amen" at the end of an essay makes it any more of a prayer than some of the other things that they do within Scientology to give the air of legitimacy. So I stand by my sitting through her comments. I'd also point out that no disrespect to the owner of the 530 Grill, who I like. I met him one of the first couple of days he was open and had a meal there. And he and his wife are terrific. The food is great. I ordered food for the council in one of our meetings right after that. So I hope that we can have a chance to talk about that. But Pat Harney is PR. And if you go to my YouTube channel, Mark Bunker, youtube.com/Mark Bunker, you can see video of Pat Harney doing PR back in 2000, 2001, where if you look at some of the council meetings back then, somebody will speak about Scientology, and Pat is lining up people against the wall to oppose that. And that's kind of what we got tonight. You know, 530 Grill, go there and get a meal. Everybody work together for the betterment of downtown. Yes, I agree with that. And part of that is being truthful about Scientology.
Well, Mark Bunker is more gracious than I. I mean, that guy referred to Pat as the wonderful, was it wonderful minister? Wonderful reverend? Scientology is a human trafficking cult. Scientology trains children to be spiritual counselors. If you can imagine sitting down with a therapist and discussing the most intimate details of your life, those conversations, the same conversations occur in Scientology auditing sessions, and Scientology has no age restriction on the training of auditors, and Scientology looks very highly upon young children who train as auditors. This is just an example of the type of abuse that occurs in the name of Scientology. You also have, Scientology is guilty of the largest infiltration of the United States government in history. This is all very well documented. Anyone who's seen all 3 seasons of Scientology in the aftermath, anyone who's seen the documentary Going Clear, anyone for that matter who's read the book Barefaced Messiah, or Let's Sell These People a Piece of Blue Sky, would understand what they're dealing with when it comes to Scientology. And I'm sorry, I'm just not as generous or forgiving. If you're going to be Scientology's useful idiot, I'm not going to encourage people to help you and your business succeed in downtown Clearwater. So, like I said, Mark Bunker is more generous than I am. Scientology's dishonest and disingenuous PR shenanigans only work as long as there are idiots like this in the community who fall for that kind of stuff. With this guy saying that he's taking on a more leading role in some of the other downtown organizations like the DCMA, that's the Downtown Clearwater Merchants Association, and other downtown organizations, well, Scientology is gradually succeeding in completing its full takeover of downtown Clearwater, and that's horrible news for the people of Clearwater. So that's all I have on this for now. I've got a few short videos I'm trying to get done today. I'm not sure if I'll actually get to them, but I'm going to try. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everyone who watches until the very end, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right